you're stuck with another challenge. What kind of setup works best for your team? Should you simply bring on remote staff and manage them directly? Should you let an external team run part of your operations? Or maybe you're thinking of outsourcing a full project from start to finish and letting the experts take over. This decision isn't always easy because it's not just about costs or convenience.
Welcome to Strategic Outsourcing. I'm Danica, the digital marketing strategist of Remote Philippines. In this podcast, we'll explore how hiring skilled professionals from the Philippines can boost your business. We'll break down the benefits, share real stories, and give you practical tips to make outsourcing one of the best decisions you've ever made. Let's dive in.
So, you've done the research. Outsourcing can help you scale faster, lower costs, and tap into global talent. But now you're stuck with another challenge. What kind of setup works best for your team? Should you simply bring on remote staff and manage them directly? Should you let an external team run part of your operations? Or maybe you're thinking of outsourcing a full project from start to finish and letting the experts take over. This decision isn't always easy because it's not just about costs or convenience. It's about control, communication, accountability, and long-term alignment with your business goals. In today's episode, we're going to take a closer look at three of the most common operational outsourcing models used by companies around the world, from startups to Fortune 500 giants. But before I break them down to you, and you're here wondering what outsourcing really means, and the three types of outsourcing that can help you boost your business, check out the video up here. When most people think of outsourcing, they often imagine hiring someone overseas to take on a few projects and that's it. But there's actually more than one way to outsource, and the model you can choose can surely impact the success or failure of your whole operation. There are three common operational outsourcing models we'll look at today. Number one, staff augmentation. Number two, managed team. And number three, project-based outsourcing. Each of these models represents a different level of involvement between client, that's you, and the outsourcing firm. They also define how the work is structured, how long the engagement lasts, and who's really running the show on a day-to-day basis. Let's break them down one by one. First up, staff augmentation. Think of this model as the closest thing to traditional employment. You're not hiring a freelancer or giving away your entire project. You're simply adding skilled professionals in your in-house team, usually through an outsourcing partner. Here's how it works. The outsourcing company provides the talent, like developers, designers, virtual assistants, digital marketers, you name it. The talent or the staff can work for you either full-time or part-time. The outsourcing company will do background checks, initial interviews, so you can pick the best one for your business, and they will also prepare the talent or staff for the onboarding meeting with you. But here's the catch. They don't manage them. You do. You're still responsible for assigning tasks, reviewing their work, and managing day to day. However, the outsourcing company will still conduct a regular performance evaluation to help you manage your team. This model is perfect if you already have a strong management system in place. You just need more hands on deck, and you want full control over things to get done. It's also a great option for long-term engagement. You're basically extending your team without going through the hardship and the hassle of local hiring. But remember, this model requires your time and your leadership. You don't get to set it and forget it. Here are the pros and cons of this model.
Staff augmentation. You manage the team, we provide the people. The pros? Full control over day to day tasks and team direction. Scalability. Easily increase or reduce headcount as needed. Access to skilled talent without long term employment commitments. Cost effective compared to hiring locally. Great for long term roles where ongoing collaboration is needed. The cons? You manage everything from onboarding to performance. Can strain internal management if team grows too large. No strategic input or process involvement from the outsourcing firm. Integration challenges if remote team feels isolated from the core team.
If you think this outsourcing model fits your business best and you're interested to get started, visit www.remotephilippines.com and book a meeting with us today. Because exceptional teams don't happen by chance. They happen with Remote Philippines. Next up, we've got the managed team model. Now we're getting into territory where responsibilities are shared between the client, that's you, and the outsourcing firm. Here's what that looks like. You and the provider agree on who does what. The outsourcing partner manages the day-to-day work, the team, the deliverables, the milestones, while you focus on providing a strategic and overseeing the big picture. This model is perfect if you want to scale fast, but you don't want the burden of micromanaging a remote team. You're open to collaborating on solutions rather than dictating every step. You need a balance between control and support. The outsourcing firm in this model plays a more strategic role, often providing project managers, team leads, or QA specialists. It's like having a co-pilot who helps navigate the flight while you focus on where the plane is heading. The managed team model is ideal for businesses growing quickly or those launching new initiatives that need consistent, reliable execution, but don't have time to build and manage the full team themselves. Here are the pros and cons of this model.
Managed team. Let's work together. We'll manage operations. You lead the vision. Shared responsibility reduces management burden. Outsourcing firm ensures team structure, leadership, and output quality. Better processes and systems due to partner experience. Scalable and flexible, great for ongoing collaboration work. Allows client to focus on high-level strategy rather than micro tasks. The cons? Less control over daily team activities. Requires clear communication and trust between both parties. Can be costly than staff augmentation due to added services layer. If expectations aren't aligned, responsibility gaps may occur.
Finally, let's talk about project-based outsourcing, the most hands-off model of the three. This one is ideal for one-time or short-term needs. The service provider owns the entire project, from planning to execution to delivery. Your role? You just need to provide a clear brief, define your goals, and then step back. You will typically see this model used for web designing, app development, digital marketing campaigns, SEO audits, or any type of work that clearly define the start and an end date. This setup is a lot like hiring an agency. Once the contract is signed, then they'll be responsible for everything: the deadlines, the quality, the team structure, the tools, and results. It's perfect when you don't have the internal capacity or expertise for a specific job, but want a high quality outcome without managing the details. The only catch? Since you're not deeply involved in the process, clear communication is absolutely key. A strong brief and regular updates will help you avoid surprises at the end. Here are the pros and cons of this model.
Project-based outsourcing. You give us a brief, we deliver the finished product. The pros? Hands off, minimal management requirement from the client. Clear timelines and deliverables, ideal for fixed scope work. Efficient for short term or specialized projects. Full accountability on the provider. You just monitor progress. Great for companies without internal expertise in a specific area. The cons? No flexibility once the project scope is agreed. Changes may cost more. Risk of misalignment if project brief is not crystal clear. Limited control over how work is executed. Less opportunity to build long-term relationships with the team. Can lead to dependency on third parties for future updates or maintenance.
So, let's recap. Staff augmentation gives you full control of extra hands, great for long-term roles and experienced in-house managers. Managed teams offers a middle ground, shared responsibilities and strong execution with less micromanagement. Project-based outsourcing is hands-off and outcome-driven, best for short-term needs or clearly defined scopes. Each model has its own strengths, and the right one depends on how involved you want to be or how long you need the support, and also what kind of work you're outsourcing. Outsourcing, when done right, isn't just about saving money. It's about getting the right resources, the right structure, and the right support to take your business to the next level. So don't just outsource. Outsource is strategically. And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope this breakdown of the outsourcing models help you clear the fog and gave you a better idea of how to engage the right team for your business. In our next episode, we're diving even deeper into why businesses choose offshore staffing. We'll unpack the top reasons companies go offshore and why it might just be the smartest move yet. So don't miss it. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below.
This episode of Strategic Outsourcing Podcast is brought to you by Remote Philippines, delivering exceptional remote teams around the globe. If you want to know more, visit www.remotephilippines.com and book a meeting today.